Okay, so in this video, we'll be doing a box opening for the Gate Ruler English release for Booster Set 1, Dawn of the Multiverse Alliance. And then again, I'll be opening for this video, we'll be opening only one box, but there'll be other videos, and then I'll be opening up an entire case, and then at the end will be another video showing like the overall case breaks for like all the different foils. And I know this one's going to be a little bit harder to keep track, so for those that don't know, in the Japanese version, their set is a little bit different, where ours, in Japan, they also had a collector booster, similar to like the ones for Magic, which is called the High Rarity Pack, where you can get like trial deck foils, and then as well as like multiple different foiling with like extended arts with like borderless and things like that. But for our release, it actually has them inside of the packs for the set 1 as well. So I'm still not used to seeing some of them for the English version, so we'll go through it. We won't go through like any of the comments or stuff, but we'll at least go over all of the foils ones, and then we'll do like a recap at the end, and then there'll be also a overall recap for the entire case, so that way we can see some ratios. But based on what I've heard or what I've seen online, you should be able to get easily a playset of everything. But for me, I am a slightly OCD, so knowing me, I want very specific foilings, whether it be like all extended art for playsets or if it has to be separated. So for start off, we have a box topper. You have the alternate art for Viola. In Japan, I believe this guy was pretty expensive for this altered version because it was a lot harder to get. I believe it was something, it wasn't like one per box or anything like that. So for them, it was a lot harder to get. But this is also a card in the normal set as well. Okay? So it's not like this is the only way to get this card. I want to see how hard these packs were to open. I guess we can just use the pull tab on the side. Okay. And then we won't go through any of the comments. But one thing to note, one of the reasons why I really like this game was because it uses a lot of the artwork from Force of Will, and it's actually the exact same artwork. So like, for example, this card, Thunderstrike, is the exact same card of Thunder from Force of Will. And a lot of the artworks actually were used for this. And as far as I know, it was supposed to be something similar to like an idea where there was a deal struck, between the creator of this game and Force of Will, so that way they could, so the main creator of this game could use some of the artworks that would like lessen the cost. And as far as I know, again, the creator is the one who made Buddy Fight. And one of the things that I had heard of was that like the last sets of Buddy Fight actually had used Alice, and it's supposed to be the Alice from Force of Will, the exact like the character itself. So if we see some of those, we'll also kind of point those out. So just go through these, and then our first card we have is Alba Volt. So this is a normal 4-star. First one in our box. And then I believe this is the supposed to be the like the high rarity pack. So this one is just like a reverse foil of a 1-star in the set. So let's make different piles for those. And then we have Mikage. So there's a 3-star. And then we have a, this is supposed to be, I think, a borderless for Hades. And one thing that this is actually another Force of Will card that I actually have on the side here. I pulled in case I did pull this one. So then you can see, so this is the Force of Will card, but you notice the artwork is the exact same. So again, this is why one of the reasons why I really like this game was that I really like the artwork for Force of Will. And even though the card game kind of dipped, especially like in my area, I still collected some from the past. But yeah, so Hades, but this is supposed to be the high rarity version, so it's kind of hard to tell on camera. But so like both of these are 4 stars, but sometimes the border is very hard to tell that it is borderless for a lot of these cards because it's like very small details, especially if they don't have like a text box. But one thing to note is that the high rarity packs also, the foiling is for the stars a little bit goldish, because especially like for like the 4 stars, all of the lettering is always gold. So like even for 3 stars, you'll notice it's a white lettering, but then on the high rarity version, it'll actually be in gold, similar to like the 4 stars. Okay, but again, for the high rarity versions, the stars are a little bit goldish, just a little bit harder to see on camera. Okay, and then we have Aris for a 3 star. And then we have a Crime Not Dawn. One of the things that I did have trouble with is that with the foiling, sometimes it's a little bit harder to read the cards. But this would be another high rarity card, because again, the foiling of the stars is gold. It's not like whited out like the other one. And again, this is the last of the pack, so it's probably the higher rarity variant. Then we have another 4 star, so a normal one. This one is Buster Kong. And then this is actually from the trial deck. So one of the ways to tell that this is from the trial deck is, even though it's a high rarity card, there's no stars in it. So in the base set, the lowest rarity is 1 star, and then 2 star, 3 star, all the way up to 4 star. But then for starter deck cards, they don't have any stars. So this is another way to tell that if it's foil, usually it's from the starter deck, but it is the high rarity pack. So again, we'll just kind of, breeze through the commons. So this is a regular Hades. And then we have Black Hole. So again, high rarity variant of a 2 star, so essentially a parallel for the cards in the set. So I know, a little hard to see. So this one we have Shiori. So this is a normal 4 star. And then high rarity of a 1 star for the booster set. Thunder again. White Dragon of Wales. So there's a normal 3 star, again, because the stars are white. And then we have a Tatarija. I know for a lot of Japanese players, this is known as haunting, because Tatari stands for like curse, or like put a curse, so like haunting, or like they'll haunt you. So it kind of makes sense. But I know some of the translations are kind of weird for some cards, where like this one, they put the Japanese words and they just translated, roughly, rather than like changing it to like haunting. But again, there's another 3 star, but it's also a really good card to get in foil, since for a lot of the Apprentice decks, you'll notice it has a cost of -5. Sorry, it might be a little hard to see, but because of the -5, it lets you put a little bit more stronger cards in your deck. Okay, and then we have another Viola. So this is the same card that you have as the box topper. Okay, but again, so this is the normal variant 4 star again, because the white stars. And then our high rarity pack is a starter deck card, Niblung. This card is actually pretty good, and I think it just gets better when it just gets better for it's really good for Abyssal Consort. So we have Sword of Destiny as our 3-star. And then we have a high rarity for Maiden of Bleached Bones. So again, it's hard to see, but the stars don't stand out with like the white wording. Because again, for 4 stars, the lettering is always gold anyway. So sometimes it's a bit hard to check, but the text box is also a lot clearer. Sorry, I know it's harder to see some of the cards because I've been putting it close to the camera. I'll probably do better for the next couple videos for those. So we have Zap Zap Zap, also a really good card. And then Unexpected Wormhole. So again, another reverse foil for a card in the main set. Oh, and we have a ruler. So this is the Apprenticed female version. And then what I've seen so far is that whenever you get a ruler, you get 3 foils behind it. And then we'll keep also track of like how many rulers we get in of each one. But supposedly we should get like one of each one. And like there's a male and female version. So the female has this grayish border, whereas the male one is the black border. And then you have Space Squad. This one is a normal 3-star. You have Blast Mage, another 3-star. And then this would be the high rarity pack. So this is a 2-star in the set. And again, because of the gold lettering, this is a reverse foil. Oh, and then we have another, apprentice. So this one is the male version. Okay, so that means we have another 3 foils. So Victor, 3-star. Another 3-star Solar System Backpacker. And then we have a reverse foil of Collateral Damage. Like other people have been saying, this artwork is just pretty funny. And this is a character we actually get in set 2. So this one we have Rampart, Elephant, 3-star. And then we have a high rarity variant of the Sword of Destiny. So again, the lettering, you'll notice, is a little bit gold. And then again, the stars are more goldish, where they're not as visible like as on the 3-star version. This is the high rarity version. Oh, then we have another 4-star, so Exosuit. And then we have a reverse foil of a Crime Knot Space Syndicate. And one thing I really like about this card game too is that, just like Buddy Fight, as much as like Card Fight Vanguard, the card stock is really high quality, and then it's even like slightly textured. I do wish it was a little bit more textured, similar to like how Buddy Fight is, but it's still really nice. Like you can see like the sheen and the gloss on the back of these cards. Okay. So we have another 4-star Tiger from the Id. And then we have a reverse foil of a 1-star Tractor Beam. So this is a normal version for the Maiden of Bleached Bones, because again, the stars are very visible. And then a reverse foil of the Champ Tiger. Sorry, it just kind of got away from me. Spirit of Sakura, so this is a 3-star. So like this is one of the translations of the ones I have for. So like I understand that Sakura is supposed to be a name, but because Sakura is literally like cherry blossom, there's another card in here later on that we'll go over, like where it's like only half translated. Where it's like, could you maybe just use the Japanese name for it? And then we have not really a full art, but it's a more like the box is more hollow or more empty or more see-through for a backpacker. Another Tatarija, but again, this is the reverse 401, but again, still looks really nice in foil. Oh, and then we have our first uber rare for Captain Liberty, which I believe is supposed to be one uber rare of each legend. It's also one of our legends per box. And one of the things too about these uber rares is that some people are saying, like, oh, like the uber rares, they're so nice, but uber rares have actually existed already. Again, in Force of Will is actually one of the first that had started to do this. So again, I have like another Force of Will card here that, again, they started the uber rare technology with like the set of rulers that I really liked. With the grayish and the shine, but then you have like certain parts that are emphasized with the color, but in this case, the background is all grayed out with the character itself being more emphasized. Okay. And this one is Captain Liberty. The lighting and the camera doesn't do these types of cards justice, but they're really nice in person. And I am glad it is like one per box because it's like for the legends because then even though they're one-ofs, you don't need to like chase like play sets of them, so it's not like it'll be like super expensive like some other games might be where you need like play sets of those for those people who really want like those high rarity cards. So then we have 3-star. And then we have another 3-star, so this is the high rarity version. So this is a good way to notice the differences. So like you notice with the text, right, the full art or the high rarity version has more of the gold lettering, and again the stars are a little bit easier to see compared to the high rarity foil variant. But then a lot of times the border for like the reverse foils won't be that big of a difference. So we have Golden Paula, so 3-star. Oh, then we have our second Uber. So supposedly there's like a like you guaranteed the Uber for your legend, and then there may be another Uber of like a 3-star or 4-star. So this one is of a 4-star. Only thing about the Ubers is that it's really hard to read. So this one is Aramisaki for one of the other 4-stars that we had pulled earlier. So I guess you can go next to Captain Liberty. And then again, at the end of the video, we'll go over a recap of the, at least the higher rarity cards, and then we'll do another major recap at the end of the case. Oh, so we have another, so this one is the Highlander, so for the male version, which means 3 foils again, so Mikage 3-star, Rampart 3-star, and then our foil variant is a 2-star of a card in the set. So we have another Fellow Dragon, Umbrellas, so 3-star, and then another 3-star, but this is again the high rarity variant. So we have our regular Captain Liberty, so it goes along with our Uber, but this would be probably our one legend for the box for like the normal variant. But Captain Liberty is still a really good card. And then we have a starter deck card for the high rarity variant, but again, it's usually just another duplicate. And I don't think there's too much of a difference between this one and the other one, but I may be wrong with that one. It might be the box is a little bit more visible. I actually just opened the starter decks too, so I should know what it looks like, but I don't have it on hand near me. So another 4-star. You have Kami's Vessel. So even like these, right, where Kami essentially means like God, or it could be paper in English. So again, but then I guess maybe because they don't want to use the word God for it. And then we have a 1-star for Rite of Redirection. Oh, so this is a normal version of the Uber we had of Ara Misaki. It's a normal 4-star. And then I have, I believe there's another child deck card, the Absolute Zero Field, because again, there's no stars on top of the bottom of the card. But it is a foil variant of the child deck card, so it's the only way to get foil versions of those cards. But at least there is the option. White Dragon. And then we have full art version or high ready pack of Schrodinger's cat. This is we have a second legend, so maybe there's probably 2 regular legends per box. So this is of Blaze Vortex. And then we have a high rarity of a starter deck card. Yep, so we have a ruler. So this one is the Knight for the male version. Schrodinger's cat, normal 3-star. Another normal 3-star Congo. And then we have a reverse foil of one of the cards in the set. So some packs left. So we'll start going a little faster. And then we'll wrap up the video. So we have a regular version of this one. I think we have already pulled a copy of that one. And then another foil, reverse foil. So another 4-star, essentially Arthur from Camelot. And then a 1-star reverse foil. So Crystal, 3-star. And then we have a full art variant or high rarity of a 4-star. I think my piles are already mixed up. I think I placed my normal 4-star inside of the high rarity pile 4-star. So 1,000-year Sakura. So again, this is one where in Japanese it's Senbon Sakura, which means essentially 1,000-year cherry blossoms. But again, they probably just kept Sakura for the other one, like the Spirit. So normal 4-star. And then we have a reverse foil. So we have a Abyssal Conductor. This is also another Force of Will card. It has the exact same picture, but it's a 4-star actually. And then we have a 1-star foil variant of Vanilla. So we have another ruler. So this is another Highlander male one. So 3-star Paula. 3-star Wolf, and then a 2-star reverse foil of Bloody Forest. This is the female Knight, so it means another 3 foils. So 3-star. Oh, another Tatarija. I'm actually really glad I have multiple of those from just the first box alone. Oh, and then another collateral damage foil like those. Last pack, and then again we'll do a small like recap of all the different foils that we did pull. Oh, speaking of Alice, so again this is the 4-star version of Alice. So again, from Force of Will, again you notice there's a lot of key differences, especially with like her dress, coloring. This one's probably a little bit closer to the type of outfit, but character design. But also a really good card. 4-star, and then foil Thunder. Okay. So we won't really go over the normal foils, but then for the 3-stars, we have 3, 4, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 3-star, normal 3-stars. Let me just make sure for these ones. So it's a Legend 4-star. And then for these ones, including Captain Liberty, because he's also a 4-star, so 4, 2, 3, 17 4 stars, including 2 of them being our legends. And then we had 2 uber rares, one of a legend and one of a 3 or 4 star. And then for rulers, we had 3, 4, 5, 6, we had 6 total. We had 1 apprentice. We had 1 apprentice for female and male. We had a knight for male and female, but then we only had a male version for the Highlander one. I know some people are saying that you probably get like 1 of each, but then like for this one, it's probably not a big deal for that one. And then we do have other boxes to open. So with that, this is the end of the video, and then we'll do 5 more box openings for the case, and then afterwards will be a recap of all of the whole case in general to see the different ratios for it. Okay. So thank you for watching, and then I'll see you on the next video.